you feel? Bonjour, tout le monde. Laissez-moi la présenter à Français Mario. Like Maria. Hi. Hi everyone. She's my friend in Canada. We've been working together in Vancouver. Today's topic is the French because as you guys know, Canada has like official second language, which is French. She's French. I'm moving to Montreal in 2 days. And also Montreal is French-speaking place. And you lived in Quebec, and next to Quebec?
Like Ottawa.
Yeah.
Quebec is the state.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Quebec City, Montreal, and then you have Ottawa. Ottawa is Ontario, but next to Ottawa, you have Gatineau, which is Quebec.
Yeah.
So the tricky part is Ottawa. So we say Ottawa. But I was living in Gatineau, which is it's same city kind of. It's the border between Ontario and Quebec. If you are in Ontario, you cross the other bridge. The other side of the bridge, you're in Quebec. And depending of where you live, and if you live Gatineau, you speak only French. I was Gatineau side. So it's basically you have Ottawa side, Gatineau side. It's super weird because you just have a bridge in between, and one side of the bridge you speak almost only English, and the other side of the bridge you speak almost only French. I was working and living in Gatineau, so I was speaking only French.
Oh, no, true.
That's why I moved here, because I wasn't speaking English at all.
Yeah, okay. I've been told this year French is actually different to Canadian French.
For sure.
But that's like a funny because French is originally from France.
Right. So there is like a little, I don't know, like a small fun war between Quebec French and French because they each want to speak their own language. The accents is so different, and then the word itself are so different. So at first it's funny, you're like, so we speak French, but we don't understand each other. We don't understand the word or like the expression because we have different expressions. So sometimes I'm going to speak and I'll be like, did you say same thing from their side?
Yes.
And they want to claim they speak French, we want to claim we speak French. But it's not the same French.
Yeah,
it's different.
What I've been told from my Canadian friends here, Quebec has really like a strong identity themselves.
Yes.
We're speaking French and like you guys must speak French in Canada. Like
it's like especially so I was living in Gatineau, right? Which is really it's like Ottawa and Gatineau is same city. But when in Gatineau side, you only have to speak English. If you speak French, so if you speak English, Quebec people be like, you are in Quebec here, so you have to speak French. I swear.
Yeah.
So I used to work in a coffee there, and my coffee was half of customer were English and half of customer were French. So everything was in English, and we had a lot of Quebec customer were like, why this is written in English? This must be written in French because we are Quebec side. So this is the law. It's really the law. It has to be in French. And they are really, really super strict about the fact that they want to speak French. They are a French state, and it's first language French and then English, but not the opposites.
oh my
And
God.
some people get really super defensive about French language. You have to speak French. And if you're in Quebec and you don't speak French, I think you can easily get like judged by I guess that's how I
You live here, so you gotta follow here, so like that.
exactly.
There's more customer also like I order only in French as well.
There's French, they can speak French for things. And then if you don't speak French, then they're gonna switch in English. But you have some Quebec people who doesn't speak English. Like they don't know how to speak English. Like the real Quebec person who lived only in Quebec and don't want to make efforts into any other language, they don't speak English. I knew some young people who like, I was speaking better English than them living in Canada. So that was weird.
Even if it's for young people.
Even for young people. And you have adults, like grown up, who like doesn't speak English, sorry, I'm getting this confused. They only speak French.
Oh my gosh. That's so interesting. this is why like I'm kind of like nervous that I'm moving to Montreal. Like, I'm like you'll be fine, but what if I'm not fine?
No, I think you'll be fine. I know in Montreal there is one side of Montreal which only is English, and my boyfriend used to work in a place where one girl was native from Montreal, but like English side, so she was only speaking English. And she grew up all her life in Montreal, but she was speaking only English, mostly English. So it's to say, you really have one side of Montreal which is only French and like French Québécois, and you have one side of Montreal which is just English. I think Montreal, they are more used to English person, so I've never lived in Montreal, so I don't know how it works, but I'm sure they are okay with people who doesn't speak French. But when you're in Montreal, they are more used to people coming from all around the world, so they are fine with just English, right? When in Ottawa, it's even more like French one side, English one side. More fine in Montreal than if you would have moved Latino side.
Lucky that I'm moving to Montreal. What if like I move straight to the Latino side? Like I'll be like, I kicked out.
Well, then you would have moved Ottawa side.
Yeah, right. Yeah. As a French, how you think like, Quebec people like thinking their French is French?
Oh my god, I can't tell that on camera.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna give not a honest answer, but still a good answer.
Yeah.
Like, no, honestly, that's the thing. It's been kind of how I felt during that time. It was like each side want to prove his right, but I think nobody's wrong or right. Like they have their own French, we have their own French. Like, it's still French. It's just not same French, and it's fine. Like we don't own the fact that we speak better French, or they don't own it either. It's just like different kind of French, and it's fine. Like even in France, there is difference between when you live on north or south, like on the accents, on certain words that you use. So I'm never, like, honestly, I'm not gonna pretend French own the real language. No. It's just, kind of thing. We just have to live with it. It's fine. Nobody is wrong or nobody's right. It's different. That's it.
I think that's perfect answer for this. Yeah, that's true because their language developed it in different ways.
Exactly. It's another story. It's another history. It's another culture. You can't tell, oh no, I'm the real French. No, that's not true. It's just we have a different history. We are different country. We are just French cousins. It's like we are cousins.
Yeah. I love this answer actually. It's a fact that you're actually talking about. Like,
I didn't really like the fact that, oh, your French is so funny when my French is better. No, that's not true. It's just French.
Maybe just important thing is like an attitude. Yeah, I'm speaking French. Like I respect your French as well. Is that the way that you say?
Yeah, exactly. Like, as long as we understand each other, that we speak the same language, even though there is a lot of difference, it's still French in the end. At the end, we speak the same language.
True. Thank you so much. I was a bit like more worried because I didn't speak French at all. But I kind of like encourage all the time from French friends. Oh, like Hailey, you'll be fine.
Yeah, because I think it's easier than, let's say, you would move to France. That would be really hard, honestly. Because people don't really speak French, English there. When you go to Quebec, you go to Montreal, so you're gonna be able to learn French. But if you're really stuck, you can speak English because most of the persons speak English there. You won't be lost. So it's like, I think it's a good step in between to learn French, to go there. Because you're like in a French area where you can also speak English. Everybody around you gonna speak English or French. You have both options. When in France, it's only French. In Montreal, you'll be fine. And you put so much effort into try to speak French that people don't like it.
Yes.
They don't like, I think, that's what I think. They don't like people who just want to speak English and at least to try it.
Yeah, but I think it's like it applies to everyone whoever trying to learn second language. The first time that I'm trying to learn English also was the same. People were like, oh, like she's trying. It's so happy to see how much you're putting effort into this another language. I think that's the way that we learn language.
You have to start somewhere, right? It's a good way to start, like hanging out with French people that's gonna help you to improve. Saying that you did with English in the first place, you have to start at a certain level, which is often not good, and then you get better. So that's gonna be the same for French.
I think it's really helpful. Like people like me who ever
You'll be
like
fine.
thinking of living in Quebec or like wherever around.
It's any person can do that. Even though you don't speak French, you'll be fine.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was really fun today. Yeah,
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you.
I hope you had the best time in Israel.
What's it? Thank you. Bye. How can I say bye?
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Oh, salut.
Yeah.
Salut.
Au revoir.
Salut.
Yeah, eat. I like. Yeah.
Take the burger.
Yummy. By the way, did you understand like at the beginning what I said?
Welcome. This is Marianne. She's French. Something maybe. En français, she speaks French. Et français,
Tout le monde
everyone.
c'est moi la présenter.
Oh, let me introduce you.
Français, Mario. Happy. Yeah.
She's ready for Montreal.
Salut.